This year, give the gift of safety, give the gift of reliability, and give the gift of all-wheel drive. Lease the proven 2018 Honda CR-V LX all-wheel drive for $199 per month. Get great features and all-wheel drive for only $199 per month. I'm Jason Perico, and there's no better gift than a Honda.
It's time now for the Gannon Lady Knights Coaches Show. He is the head coach, Jim Brunelli. Coach, welcome into the broadcast.
Alex, good to be here, buddy.
Where are you? Somewhere
good
on a bus?
To be here. We are driving back to Erie.
Okay.
Back to Erie right now. We're taking a little detour around some heavy traffic and trying to get on 79 as we speak.
Great stuff. It's good to know that you are back closer to us anyways. You never really left the United States, but a long trip to Alaska. How about that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's good to be back in the lower 48, as they say.
How was it? What did you do aside from the basketball that you played that we'll talk about?
We took some little ventures out. We have a guy up there that I met the first time, and we took some ventures out, Alex, sorry, and 6 years ago I met a guy, and he was kind of our host, and we've stayed in contact and stayed in touch, and so when we're in town, and we're very fortunate to have him again, so we went to some places like the Chena Hot Springs and the Santa Claus House to the North Pole, and it's just it was a great trip. I think the kids got to experience some interesting things.
Fantastic stuff. So good to know. No travel, no excitement when it came to travel. You got there, you got back. It was university, or is that?
Yeah, the trip out was a little crazy. We had some flights. We had some flights delayed. The flight from Seattle to Pittsburgh on Tuesday was delayed 3 hours, which missed our connector. Once we got into Seattle, they got us all on Alaska. Really nice job in getting us all on the same flight, getting us in there. We're supposed to get into Fairbanks at 10:45 p.m. However, we didn't. Tuesday night, however, we didn't get in until 4:30 a.m. Wednesday morning.
Wow!
So it was a quick turnaround. Got the kids back, got them some sleep. We had a practice at 9:30 on Wednesday morning, so we got them in to get that going. And the kids were a great group. I mean, with all the delays, there were some grown-ups that were, not saying that our kids aren't grown-ups, but there were some grown-ups that were pitching a fit in the airport and whatnot and not really helping the situation, but our kids handled it extremely well, and I was really proud of them.
Great stuff, great stuff. So, I mean, were you well-rested going into the game against Tampa, or was that something that kind of played into? I see you lost that game 63-45, but Tampa's they're still perfect on the year, so you probably played a pretty good team.
Tampa's a very good team, very well coached. I'm sure the fatigue played into it, but we went up against a very good team. I'd love to take them on with both teams are well-rested, but I think everything factors in, but not making any excuses. They're a really good team, and they deserve to win that game. They out-rebounded us. They out-hustled us. Did those little things that, you need to do to win ball games. And then, we started off shooting the ball well, and then it kind of faded. And you could say a lot of things played into factor into that. But I think overall, the better team won, and we rebounded the next game and battled against a tough Alaska Fairbanks team, and got up, and they stormed back, hit some shots, and we hit a shot at the buzzer at halftime to tie it, and then we jumped out on them in the third quarter and just had to fend them off.
Coach, do you like where your rotations are at this point in the season? I see that you held the advantage in bench points 22-11. Is that something that you anticipate having that luxury down the stretch, or will your rotations round out and maybe some of those bench points become starters?
We're going to have to see how it goes. I like where we're at right now. I like the rotation that we have. I like the spark that we're getting off the bench. Anytime your bench can come in and outscore, the opponent's bench, that's always a good it's always a good feeling. Now, I also know that that's not always going to happen for the next 20-some games. Right now we're just more concerned on, continuing to buy in and believe in what we're doing on the defensive end. Because like I said last show, Alex, and offense can be a roller coaster. You can have a great shooting night, or like we've had great shooting quarters and great shooting halves, but you really got to be able to lock in on the defensive end and make sure that you win ball games down the stretch. Even when you're not hitting shots, you still should be able to close out games. And that's what I like the rotation we have right now. We still have some kids that are on the IR, we hope to get them back and see how that rotation, changes, if it does, which I think it will to a certain extent. But I do like the firepower we have coming off the bench and the good mix we have with the group that's starting and finishing games for us.
How much progress did you make over the trip when it comes to those pesky turnovers? Your favorite statistic, Coach?
Yeah, not much. I think the first game got to us, as you can see there by the stats. The second game, we still had them, but the assists, as you see, we played more as a team, and we actually knocked down shots. I think the second game we had 17 assists, like 20 turnovers, something like that. They're still a factor. I mean, we really got to take care of the ball. That first game, we really didn't. We had several of our guards who handle the ball quite a bit, have too many unforced errors, and that's got to be something that we really need to continue to focus on.
As you kind of alluded to, it was better the following night against the host school. It was the University of Alaska Fairbanks. You win that game. Coach, 4 wins already on the season. 74-65 was the final. And as you said, you took care of the ball a little bit better. But really, it's almost less about taking care of the ball than making those passes, those risks you're taking, worth it with the assists. So good to see that. And the freshmen on your team, they stayed hot.
Yeah, they did. It's one of those things where, we really gotta just play simple basketball. Make the simple pass, make the simple play instead of trying to, get too crazy with it. And I think sometimes we try to force the issue with, I guess, at certain times I'm okay with it, but we gotta start learning from that. We can't take too many risks. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, no doubt about it. Nicole Lacava, though, has she played a better game so far in the year?
Yeah, she bounced back and really took it to Alaska Fairbanks, and she ended up making the all-tournament team up there, which I was really happy for her. And we're starting to settle in a little bit. She knows that Nicole knows that she's got to be that presence that we need on the inside, and we always try to have a balanced attack and get her going as well as getting our perimeter going. And I think if we can get that good balance worked out, it's a good working relationship. If we're hitting from the outside, they can't double team her. If she's having a great game, then they're going to try to double team, which should leave people open on the outside. So we try to have that balanced attack.
How about Boston McKinney? She kept the hardware, if you will, in Erie with Gannon, in that she is the freshman of the week yet again, the second time in 3 weeks. And, oh, by the way, the only other week it was Tori Obenrader. So apparently Gannon's got some exciting freshmen.
No, that's great to hear. I didn't even see that yet, trying to get caught up on sleep on these flights, and my Twitter feed didn't get caught up yet. But no, that's great. No, Boston had a really good first game up there, and she's putting in some points, and we just got to keep the turnovers down right now, and she knows that, and that's just something that's gonna, as she starts to play and as she gets more minutes and gets used to the style of play and what we're looking for, and getting used to me and what I want her to do, I think it's only going to get better. But I'm really happy she ended up being Rookie of the Week. That's fantastic.
Awesome stuff, Coach. Awesome stuff. Well, here's the good news. You have until, Wednesday, and then you got to play again. Yeah. Damon College coming to town, 5:30 p.m. There will be a little bit of time to rest between now and then. How much time to prepare for that team, though?
We're going to get back at it tonight.
Okay.
We got to get into Erie tonight, and we'll probably just get the kids get up and down the court, get some shots up, just walk through some of their stuff, and then we'll hit it hard tomorrow. But, with a long trip that we had, we got to get back into our routine. So we'll get back into Erie within the next hour and a half. They'll get a little bit of time back in their rooms, but then we'll get back on the court. We gotta get back to business and just walk through some stuff tonight, get some shots up, get those legs moving because we've been cramped. We have a lot of tall kids on our team, and unfortunately we can't go first class. So we're sitting back there. Some of our kids, their knees are up into their chins and everything, and don't have a whole lot of leg room. So we're excited to get back in the Hammermill Center and get some shots up tonight.
Great stuff. 5:30 p.m. That is on Wednesday against Damon College, and then it's the road trip to start the PSAC schedule. So you improved to 4-2 on what had to be a remarkable trip to Alaska for the Gannon Lady Knights. And, Coach, appreciate you taking the time, especially because you got to be worn out, huh?
Yeah, it takes a lot out of you, but, you got to know when you can sleep, and the time difference, gets you a little bit. But all these kids are young, and I'm still young at heart, so we're all resilient, and we're going to try to put our best foot forward. But, you learn a lot when you get to travel with a group, and this group is special. I really believe that. And you get to learn a lot about them on and off the court and see a little different side of them, especially these young kids. We have a lot of new kids, and it was really nice to see. And then just a special trip for our upperclassmen, our seniors and our juniors who've been in the program for 3 and 4 years. Just makes it really, it makes it a special year when you can do something good for them.
Coach, really appreciate it. Safe travels on your return, and we'll talk to you again soon, all right?
All right, thanks, Alex. Take care, buddy.